All right, it's April 20th, and this is the first ever Six Pack Cinema weekly checklist. I just
List?
forgot the weekly
Headlines.
The
headlines. Six Pack
Headlines.
Cinema weekly headlines. We're hot start.
Come on, man.
Headlines of the week.
Yeah, we're getting away from We're still gonna do movie reviews and TV, but we kind of want to like build an audience, and to do that, we need to have something that people can listen to every week. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do headlines, the trailers that just came out, and we're gonna talk about the movies coming out this week. So, guys, buckle up. This is gonna be the best part of our new show. All right, excited?
Woo!
Let's do it. Let's get some
That
takes
sounded-
going. Let's make fun of Hollywood.
All right. First off, I'm a sucker for John Oliver. He is genius in my opinion. He just bought Russell Crowe's leather jockstrap from the movie Cinderella Man. I guess Russell Crowe is going through divorce and he is selling off all of his assets to cover. I don't know what he did or why he's getting
Why
divorced.
is he buying it again?
Why
Or he's donating it?
Well, he buys stupid shit for extraordinary price as a joke.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was listed originally in the you know how they get when you do auctions, they have like a little bid by bid. I think the opening price was $500, and it came out later on that somebody paid $7,000 for Russell Crowe's leather jockstrap. It was so weird. And it was so Russell Crowe too, because he's one of those method actor guys. And did you guys ever see Cinderella Man?
I love Cinderella Man. It's one of the best.
That's like the Depression era boxer, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
He's from Livermore, California, which is where I am.
Yeah, and at any point did you see him in just his jockstrap?
No, I think he wore it over his boxing shorts.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That makes sense to me now. Actually, now you say it.
Well,
there goes my whole take. I was like, oh well, he's a crazy bastard who got like an authentic leather jockstrap for under his, but whatever, fine. Regardless, $7,000.
My favorite part of this story, though, is that John Oliver's donating this, and I assume the other stuff he's buying for this bit, to a Blockbuster in Alaska, hoping to turn it into like a Planet Hollywood type place that people go to.
He is, because there's only, I think there's 3, maybe one left now in Anchorage, Alaska. Because why not?
If it wasn't Alaska, I would go to this. Like if it was like a touristy thing to do in New York, I'd 100% go to the last Blockbuster with all this like crazy shit on the walls.
Do you know why the Blockbuster is still big up there?
Because they didn't have internet for a long time, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, because internet, they have it, but it's
like shitty.
Streaming is not happening. It's like all pixelated still, like, the 1995 porns you used to watch,
One of these days they'll get satellite and it'll blow the world.
Probably not, man. Glare from the ice. Can't get it.
So, all right, so time for you guys to dislike me. I think this is lame.
Fuck you.
I think it's like being ironic for ironic's sake, like a hipster thing, and it's just like, eh.
Okay, so
I think the
Blockbuster thing is played out. Like remaining Blockbuster.
It was 2 separate things because the jockstrap came out and it was bid for $500, and they're like, yeah, it'd be crazy if someone paid $500 for a jockstrap, and they're like, oh shit, we paid $7,000 for it. And then in addition to that, there was like a secondary was Blockbuster's going out of business, which is a crime because Blockbuster up there is like a staple. They have nothing else. And he's like, well, what can we do here? And he just merged the 2 ideas. I think it was pretty clever.
I think it's basic. I think like the last remaining Blockbuster has been so played out. For like 5 years now, we've been hearing about these last remaining Blockbusters. Well, how cool is this? They're still alive? Wow, Blockbuster's still around and it's played out.
I only think it's a good idea if it's actually the last Blockbuster. If there's still other ones out there, then I'm out on this idea. I was all in, but now that I know this might not actually be the last Blockbuster.
Okay, well, I'm going to send you the blog I wrote, but my now defunct website, Half Class, and because there's a documentary, a quick like 7-minute documentary about this one Alaskan Blockbuster, and it's amazing. They interview the locals, the people who go there regularly. It is charming, so it has to be saved. Okay.
I think like
maybe I don't understand like how important it is. So.
I think the people buying the last jockstrap are all doing it ironically. Like they're all rich people doing it ironically, but John Oliver's trying to act like it's not that. And then he does it, and it's like the other people are doing it for the same. Like everyone is thinking, who would buy that for $7,000? Oh, I'm rich. I will. Ha ha ha.
Are you still mad at John Oliver for making a joke of the Yankees front row seats?
No.
Okay.
What was his joke? Oh, he bought out front row seats?
And he gave it to people if they dress like clowns.
No, I'm just sick of John Oliver. Like, I just think his whole act is tired and the most redundant thing going.
I respectfully disagree.
All right, we can move on.
Okay. Sorry, I tried to. Whatever, man.
No, that's a good story for this. That's a great story for this show.
I think it is.
Yeah.
It's terrific.
Number 2, John Stamos just had a baby. John Stamos, Uncle Jesse, 54 years old. He just got married 2 months ago to some 32-year-old woman. My gut reaction was like, what a fucking idiot. This woman has just got locked down with a well past middle-aged man, a 90s star. Like what could possibly be the benefit of that? Then I find out his net worth is $20 million.
And he looks
How
like he's
does
28.
Uncle Jesse have $20 million?
Jesse and the Rippers, man. #1 band.
That's not a real band, is it?
Dude. Full House.
Yeah, Full House. Syndication rights. He probably made a sweet contract.
Yeah, you can't tell me Urkel is making $20 million, man.
No, he had terrible representation. John Stamos made that show.
He absolutely did. And he's the one producing and created the sequel, Fuller House, on Netflix.
Yeah, but the guy who did Arrested Development, he's only worth 12. He's doing something else. He's got something else going on.
I realize how big Full House was.
And syndication rights.
Yeah, was Seinfeld before Seinfeld.
And Full House.
Uncle Joey, give me his net worth. It's probably $20,000.
Not nearly as much, dude. He wasn't. John Stamos was basically the best part of Full House. He was the Zach from Saved by the Bell. He was the guy.
Okay.
And I think he was the biggest at the time the show started too.
They changed the whole character around him. It wasn't supposed to be a Greek guy, and then they're like, Stamos was like, I think I'd play a Greek guy a lot better because I'm Greek.
I'm just saying I need to find out what he's been doing in the past 20 years because I refuse to believe that he's made $20 million off syndication rights. And
I bet you he's a high-end
residuals
partner or owner of some production company that you don't even know is attached to him, but it's making movies.
Maybe he's a music producer or some shit like that.
Yeah, he's probably been really smart with his money.
Okay. So fine.
Right.
But 54 years old, he's got a newborn. Good luck.
But
actually, it's awesome because he can pay a full-time nanny and take care of it.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you're 54, my parents are in their later 50s and they're grandparents for the first time now. My nephew was just born 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Stamos is so rich. His wife's young. He's so rich he's going to have nannies. He's basically just a grandpa.
True.
His role in this kid's life is going to be that of a very, very supportive grandpa. And then other people are going to do all the terrible shit. So it's fun if you're rich.
But I still think it sucks being that old when your kid is going through life of events. My dad was 46 when I was born, and he's old as shit now, and there was a big gap between him and everyone else's parents.
Yeah,
and I can't imagine being almost 10 years older than that.
But is your dad on Hollywood drugs that make him look 10 years younger and live 20 years longer?
This kid's going to graduate high school, and his father's going to be 72 years old.
And he's going to be the best-looking dad there and the richest. So I think the kid will be happy.
I don't know. I'm sure he's going to love his father.
I think that's such a superficial, on the inside, that kid's
I'm not thinking about the kid's point of view. I'm thinking about Mr. Uncle Jesse. Do you want to go to high school graduation at 74 years old?
Yeah, man. He's not going to do anything else. He's going to show up on the big events. He's going to be a bad dad, but a great grandpa.
Okay.
Can that be the name of this episode?
Dad, great grandpa?
Yeah.
Sure. All right, moving on to another disaster. Lindsay Lohan is apparently in the news again. She sued Grand Theft Auto 5, saying that they used her likeness on the cover of the game because they had a blonde woman on the cover.
Well, have you guys seen the image?
I can see it, and it's a very generic.
Like her.
No, it's generic.
before this lawsuit ever happened, when that game came out, I saw that image and I was like, oh, that's cool. Like Lindsay Lohan's like in video games.
You did not. I mean,
100%. I swear to God. It looks just like her.
I don't know.
It looks like Kate Upton.
Google this shit, man.
Yeah, I gotta see this.
There's a picture of Lindsay Lohan throwing up the peace sign, which the girl on the cover is doing, but I think it looks more like Kate Upton than Lindsay Lohan. Either way, I love this move by Lindsay Lohan. It's crazy. The other one is crazier. The baby, she sued, according to John's notes here, she sued and settled $100 million lawsuit against E-Trader in 2010 over an ad featuring a milkaholic baby named Lindsay that she said looked like her. She won that? Is that what you're saying?
No, it didn't look like her. It was a milkaholic and a baby named Lindsay, and it was coming off the heels of her getting arrested for alcohol or drunk driving. She just got arrested. She was in rehab, so it was a Super Bowl commercial. It was very topical. So
she won that?
Yes, she did, and deservedly so because it was blatantly obvious. It was they're referring to her.
That's amazing. I can't.
But no, she didn't. She didn't win $100 million. The wording of that is there was $100 million lawsuit that she settled.
Yeah, but still,
so she may have gotten like $100,000. Still not bad.
You want to know how bad she's doing now? You know those like shitty websites about like, come find us lawyers. We'll sue anyone for anything. She does a YouTube commercial for them now.
She's also the main picture on their website. You go to like lawyers.com. It's a picture of Lindsay Lohan. And apparently she's their biggest client as well because she's suing anyone with red hair or blonde in the world. Go, Lindsay, go. Win them all. If you're so rich and this is what is happening, and she probably got tortured. She probably got molested when she was younger. Same with Amanda Bynes and all that shit.
I mean, well, let's not take it to that dark corner, but sure, okay, fine.
She definitely did, man. You don't just have that many problems and be a child actor. The math is all there.
No, I agree.
Too. Like we were all kids when I said she was the type of person that these agents would go after. I feel like she was like young and pretty enough and like dumb enough.
Yeah, and Meet the Parents or Parent Trap is a great movie. She did an American and a British accent in it, 2 roles, so she's earned her keep. She can sue whoever she wants in my book.
And you know, she only got paid 1 salary for that movie, despite being 2 actors.
Wow.
That is.
Wow. I still think that's where I base my British accent off, is Lindsay Lohan's British accent in Parent Trap.
That's terrible.
Well, and so the site she's like the advertiser for, and normally I'd be like, oh, it's just a stupid scam site or something. But if she's winning all these cases, I might actually use these guys if I need a lawyer.
Oh no, she didn't win this case. She's only won 1 case, and that was the E-Trader one. This one, the judge looked at her and was like, "Nah, that doesn't look like you. Goodbye." It was real quick.
Then maybe these guys aren't that good because they definitely look like her.
All right, the last news item of the week is Stan Lee, the acclaimed comic book producer, writer, illustrator, all that good stuff. He's 95 years old, and he is suing his ex-business manager, alleging fraud and elder abuse. Long story short, his scumbag daughter got her friend / ex-business manager of him to oust Stan Lee's accountant or financial advisor after his wife died. Basically, Stan Lee's wife died, and the daughter was like, "All right, time to move in. He's vulnerable." Got his financial guy out, took over, and this new guy manipulated him into paying $300,000 to a fake nonprofit. He bought himself an $850,000 West Hollywood apartment or condo, and also shuffling the papers and losing $1.4 million through a series of complicated wire transfers. And top it all off, he was orchestrating a scheme to steal Stan Lee's blood for use as a merchandising item, which is a stunning level of scumbag. I want to steal your blood and sell it for profit.
I have a quick question before we get into this topic.
Yes.
In the movie Catch Me If You Can, were you rooting for Leonardo DiCaprio or Tom Hanks?
Excellent question.
Fuck.
Yeah, I think I was rooting for Leo.
Yeah, you're definitely rooting for Leo.
So are we mad at this guy for scamming the scammable?
No, because Leo, he was scamming institutions and banks. After this man is attacking a 95-year-old man.
You wouldn't say Stanley's kind of an institution?
No. Wait,
no, but it's a very personal.
Wait.
It's a personal level because he is attacking him. He ousted his personal financial lawyer. He's not attacking Marvel, which Stan Lee represents. He's attacking Stan Lee in his personal estate. It's very, very different.
I gotta say, Jimmy's convinced me. I'm now so pro this guy. I hope they find him.
Oh, you both are shitbags. No.
Hey, don't call me a shitbag. I think this guy's scum. I'm on Stan Lee's side.
No. I have done a 180. I want this guy to get away with it. I want them to reinstate him as Stan Lee's.
What if Stan Lee did something terrible to his daughter or this guy? Like in a movie, the opening act was Stan Lee just being abusive or this fucking asshole, and this was a revenge plot. We don't know what's going on.
Well, some girl accused him of the Me Too thing back in December.
Wow.
All right, do me a favor. Why don't you Google his daughter?
No.
J.C. Lee, Joan Lee. Google it. You look at her and tell me that she is not a swindling bitch.
What's her name? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Joan Lee. J.C. Lee. Stan Lee's daughter.
Okay. No upper lip. And I'm out. Don't like her.
Bam. She is a born scumbag.
She wishes she was a gypsy. She's like, in my previous life, I was a gypsy.
I got the plot twist.
What's that?
The guy who's scamming Stan Lee is scamming her too. He tricked her into it.
Now I'm in love with the scammer. If it's a double scam,
it's a double scam.
That's awesome.
Oh man, I can't wait for the movie about this guy.
Even Sheehan's a little bit down with the double scam.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind double scam.
This is like when this movie gets made, Leo is playing this guy.
The blood thing is just cool.
I draw the line in the blood. Thing.
No, he's a big vampire enthusiast.
How do you get
95?
the blood?
His blood runs at like 4 miles an hour. Not even.
I mean, but how did he get the blood? Did Stanley graze a doorknob and start bleeding, and he was like cleaning it up?
Oh no!
Did he,
I want him tied down in a bed with like IV. I think it to be like a goddamn movie.
If I put my detective cap on, I'm thinking it says orchestrating a scheme to steal Lee's blood. He probably has like, oh well, hey, your visiting nurse is here. Wink, wink. She's gonna take 18 vials of blood, and you're gonna sit down and drink some juice and crackers for a while. That's probably what was gonna happen.
Scamming is a weird deal, man. I blogged about this story once it was in San Jose, and this Filipino guy would find like sad, lonely women, and he would befriend them for months, and he would hang out with them and like them and like keep them company and go on dates with them, and kind of like that Dirty John.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but he wasn't a killer. In the end, he would just like get a call from his family back home in the Philippines who really needed help. And they would send money to help, and then he'd break up with them, and it was this whole like, this guy's a scammer, like he needs to be arrested. And I was like, whoa, what? Like that's illegal? All he did was make a friend. She helped him out, and then he decided they wanted to be friends anymore. I don't think like where does scamming become a scam and like a dumb person gave you money?
Yeah. So FYI, real quick, anyone listening, you should definitely listen to Dirty John. It's a wonderful podcast series.
Yeah, it's really good.
Scammer, and it's great. There is a line of someone being a dumb person being taken advantage of. And
this one's different with the charities
for sure.
And all that.
Yeah,
well, I think
the guy, he created a fake nonprofit. He shuffled $1.4 million in series of complicated wire transfers. You're trying real hard.
Question there. In Office Space, do you not root for the guys stealing money from the $1 million like company brand like Stan Lee?
This is nowhere near that, man. That was pennies. Like that was a take a penny, leave a penny guy.
But they stole like.
Yeah, they were going to go to jail. Yeah. They were going to go to jail if the building didn't burn down. That's for another day.
You're rooting for them, just like you're rooting for this guy and his revenge against Stan Lee.
That guy didn't trick any personal individual in Office Space. He didn't like make any personal human a dummy. It was a system he was scamming.
Let's not forget the last words: elder abuse. This poor man can't take care of himself.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't know. I'm on the scammer side.
Do you wish that Stan Lee was a little bit older so he can make a superhero based off a scammer or some shit?
Younger, you mean?
He's made so many. He's made a lot of shitty comic characters. We know the good ones, but he was in the industry for 70 years. He's come up with some really big duds too, so he probably has already.
Got to. All right.
All right.
That was talking Stan Lee, guys. This time next week, hopefully he's still alive and he won his lawsuit.
Yes.
He should use the lawyers that Lindsay uses.
Yes, we should hook him up with that. All right, next up, we're going to talk about new trailers that came out this past week or recently. We'll say recently. First up, Jurassic World. We've just seen some teasers up until now, but now it's a full-fledged trailer, and we're starting to flush out what the story's going to be. And honestly, I'm not thrilled. I sat down and watched it this afternoon, and basically the whole wonderful part about Jurassic World and Jurassic Park was that these dinosaurs were in a museum and they got loose and they're in their own habitat. Now we're throwing into arms dealers and basically human or monster traffickers. It's getting way off base. And
no, I love this because what I hope happens and I read some internet rumors that it might be leading towards is that this movie ends in like a Planet of the Apes type thing where like the dinosaurs are free across the entire planet. There's like diseases are wiping out humans. And like the next one will be like Planet of the Apes, but with dinosaurs. I'm 1,000% in on that.
Yeah, but they've already made Planet of the Apes. Jurassic Park, Jurassic World is his own perfectly profitable thing.
I think none of the movies are ever going to be remotely like as good as the first one. So why not just take it in some like weird, wild direction now?
I don't know, Jimmy. What do you think?
I saw the first Jurassic Park when I was like 7 years old. I haven't seen anything else. Watch this. Not that interested, but the orange-haired girl with blue eyes from Black Mirror, is she hot now?
Yes.
Yeah.
She was the only thing I liked about this trailer. I was like, oh, I want to see more of her looking like that.
Yeah, she's great. We watched the first Jurassic World. It's great with her.
Okay, cool.
I wouldn't say great. It's mindless fun.
Yeah, no, it's a good movie, man.
I like it. I just don't think it's like a great movie.
The whole Jurassic series is an American staple. Don't shit on it.
Okay. Next one.
Hotel Artemis.
So
a lot of actors in this one.
This is just a knockoff of the John Wick Hotel, right?
I've never watched John Wick.
That's ridiculous.
I know.
In John Wick, there's a hotel that's called the Continental that's like home base for all the assassins around the world. So they can go there and there's like rules of no killing. And like they'll patch you up. They'll send a doctor to your room.
Well, then this is exactly, you're right. Yeah, it's a knockoff.
Oh my, all right. I thought I was going crazy when I would like watch the trailer earlier.
Yeah. This one did nothing for me. It looked like too much of like the same, like it looked like a blend of every cool movie I've ever seen done poorly.
I'm gonna watch it. But I keep forgetting Jodie Foster. She bothered me when she spoke.
Me too, and I haven't been able to enjoy her since she did that weird coming out speech. And I don't care that she came out of the closet, but remember that at the Oscars or whatever it was? It was like, Jodie, it's 2016 or whatever it was.
Yeah,
this isn't a thing anymore. We all know you're a lesbian. And she didn't even come out. Like, if you're gonna come out, I won't get into it, but she did bother me, and I was trying to figure out why. And I think it's because I just still like hate her from that dumb speech.
Yeah, it's like it's not a big deal anymore. If you don't come out, then you're weird, and just do it, man.
And she didn't. She never like said the words.
Yeah, it's crazy. And also, if you're gonna have an accent, you better nail it, because her little weird Brooklyn-y accent didn't fit. Because it was a person from the Midwest trying to be from Brooklyn. That's what I got out of it.
Yeah, I wasn't into that movie.
And then Charlie Day out of nowhere. That's not a Charlie Day movie.
The mustache. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys think this is going to do well enough that they have the eventual crossover that they clearly want to make?
No.
With what?
With the other Oceans movies.
What the fuck do you think we're talking about here, man?
Oh, I took my fucking headphones out to plug my charger in. I thought you guys were talking Ocean's 8.
We're not even close. Jesus, dude. Okay.
No, we can go to Ocean's 8 now. We all agree, I think, that it looks like it's going to be a good movie.
Yes.
Yes.
Agreed.
I just want to talk about the trailer specifically. Is a fucking banger. I've seen it before, like the last 6 movies I've watched, and I'm never sick of it, which I usually get.
Well,
it's
did
so
you see the new
done.
one?
I haven't seen the new one yet.
I haven't seen the new one, but the old one, These Boots Are Made from Walking, when like with the song comes in and out, and they do the split screen with all the characters when she's talking there.
Good.
It's so well made. Whoever made that trailer, they should be getting credit for how good of a trailer that is.
Well, the second trailer, not that good.
Yeah,
and they gave away like a huge plot twist for the movie too.
Great. I will not watch that.
Okay, good. I think this was like the last movie I did in my trailer dumps before when I was still writing, and I remember thinking like, wow, it was so refreshing having an all-female cast where they didn't feel the need to have someone fall downstairs or fall down in a dress. It was just females acting and being clever and witty without physical stupid comedy.
Yeah.
First time ever that's happened.
Sounds nice. Looks good. That's because Amy Schumer and Melissa McCarthy weren't involved.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's back it up to American Animals, which I have such high hopes after seeing that trailer.
I wrote a coming-of-age heist movie, all in.
Yes, exactly.
My favorite genre is mixed.
I absolutely love how it said, this is not based on a true story.
Yeah.
It really happened. I was like, bro, okay, I'm in. And they had the absolute worst outfits at the end. And like, I love how they stop the trailer. Like, it's all leading up to the heist. And then it's like, they're walking into this thing with like completely bullshit costumes and disguises. And it's like, click, and then they stop the trailer. I loved it.
Yeah, it was good.
I need to see it. So can't wait for that.
So excited for this one.
Incredibles 2. Been a long time coming. Love that. The Incredibles 1. This is going to be a throwaway movie.
That's my favorite Disney movie.
Yeah.
That won that viral bracket a couple weeks ago, the Disney one that everyone was filling out.
Yeah.
Incredibles won my bracket.
Landslide.
Incredibles is good. Even I liked it. Yeah. I didn't watch the second trailer for it because I didn't like it enough to watch a trailer. I'll watch this like when I have kids around. Like I'll be like, oh, let's watch that. That's when I'll want to watch with you.
Yeah.
But I'm never jumping to see a animated movie.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's good. It's going to be great to watch, but it's not going to be really worthwhile talking about. So, and we move on. The Meg. I was really baffled by the title of this until I figured out it was about a megalodon, which I didn't think that was a real thing.
Only trailer I stopped halfway through. I'm not going to watch this movie unless we review it. It looks so stupid.
I really want to review this movie. It looks so stupid in the best way.
A sea monster that escapes and then starts attacking people? Is that what it's about?
No, it says they're starting a new civilization or a little underwater research lab, and out of nowhere, a megalodon still exists.
Yeah. Nah.
It's based on a book series, too, that's supposed to be, like, equally as wild. I had no idea. No. You idiot. No, like, about apparently one of the books ends with him like swimming into the shark to rip its heart out from the inside and then cutting his way out.
Yeah, they did that in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Sorry.
But if this movie ends like with Jason Statham cutting his way out of a shark.
Yeah, they did that in Sharknado 3. Sorry.
But that's not Jason Statham.
Moving on. Hot Summer Nights. Dave, you wrote fuck Timothy Chalamet. I don't know, man.
I hate him. I think he's a good actor. I just hate him.
This trailer with him, I never liked him before. I thought he was kind of like a shithead, but he looks good in this.
This movie is about a kid on summer vacation who like starts meeting people, meets a drug dealer through his job, and then becomes like a bigger drug dealer, and the summer romance. I think we should explain the movies, I guess, a little bit.
Maybe, yeah, that's probably a great idea.
This is the only movie on our list that I really, really, really want to see. Well, Ocean's 8 too, but this one's my favorite by far. I got them all in on this. I really want to see it. Yeah, no, this is a must. American Animals, me number 1. This one number 2. Yeah, I have those switched probably. Yeah. Okay.
They could go interchangeable for me, but this does look really good. No, I like Timothy Chalamet as an actor. I don't fucking know how to say his name. I hate him. So I don't know what it is. He seems like a perfectly nice kid. I see his face. I want to punch it. I hate him.
Well, he played a douche in my favorite.
But he played like
Lady
a
Bird.
sweet
Lady
kid.
Bird.
He played like a sweet kid in Call Me by Your Name.
Yeah, well, he's young and really successful, so that's probably why you hate him.
That's exactly why I
fuck
hate him.
In this movie, so there's the scene where they're like trying to talk to the bigger drug dealers, and he says, "How do we know you're not cops?" Right? And he slaps him in the face and says, "Cops can't do that. Trust me." You know, so that actor who slapped him in the face, I really like that actor, but he's not in much. He was in Place Behind the Pines, you know, or did you ever see that one?
No, I've heard good things.
Is that what it's not what it's called?
No, I've heard good things about it. I haven't seen it.
Why hasn't Sheehan? Why haven't you seen that?
I haven't heard of it.
Yes, you have.
What's it called again?
I think I got the name wrong because you definitely should have heard of this movie. The
Twin
Place Behind the Pines with Bradley Cooper and Ryan Gosling. No?
That the prison movie?
Okay, I guess you haven't seen it.
No, I haven't seen it.
Well, anyway, so one of the son of Bradley one of those one of them, whatever. The actor, I really like the actor. He hasn't been in much, but I really like him.
Right. Glad we got there. Good.
Well, if you guys knew the movies and the kid, it would have been
great. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Great. Go see that movie.
Yeah.
That movie about Behind the Pines with Bradley Cooper. Cool.
It was
made like 3 years ago. Yeah, I never heard of it.
I don't know why I missed out. I
feel like it got nominated for shit and stuff.
Doubtful. I would have definitely heard of it then.
The kid was also in War Machine, Brooklyn, and he was in The OA on Netflix. Did you watch that?
No. I've seen Brooklyn though.
Well, I like that. I like him for some reason. He has like this weird New York accent, but that I think I should hate, but I like it.
Okay. All right. Well, moving on to the last bit, we're talking about movies that are coming out this weekend. Only 3 main releases. That is Super Troopers 2, which I'm going to go see just because of nostalgia, because I love the first one. We're going to review it. It's going to be terrible. I just know it is. There's no way. No way. I
love the same opinion.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be great.
I'm excited about it.
I think no way it's as good as the first, but I think this is a much better comedy sequel than any of the other ones we've gotten in recent years.
I mean, maybe. I mean, best case scenario.
The reviews came out yesterday and today, and like it's rated critically so far the same as the first.
Okay, not bad. I think personally the best case scenario is gonna be like a 4 popcorn and a roughly 50 critical.
Yeah, I think that's what it's at on critical.
Okay, nailed it.
Still, like that's what the first.
Sheehan, did you listen to our episode a couple episodes ago where I said that I watched Beer Fest recently?
Okay.
And it aged terribly.
Yes, I've seen it. I watched it a couple months ago, and I'd have to agree.
I was so upset. I put it on for my little brother, and I was like, Luke, this movie's really funny. I loved it when it came out. Thought it was hilarious. And me and Jake and Luke were watching it, and Luke was like, guys, this movie's really bad. And me and Jake were both of this, like, yeah, this hasn't aged well at all. So I'm worried about Super Troopers 2.
Yeah. And not so much.
Super Troopers 1 still holds up. I've watched that
recently. Oh, it does. It does. But
I think it would. I haven't watched it recently.
Have you seen the guys doing their promo circuit?
I heard a couple of the Barstool interviews.
They don't look good. They look real old. Real old.
I think the whole premise of this movie is bad. Like the whole plot.
Oh no, I think the plot's not what mattered in the first one either. This is a movie that's carried on just like the banter and the one-liners and them joking around. That's why I want to see this movie.
Once you get a comedy,
the plot in one had nothing to do with the humor. It was
about a budget crisis. Very relatable problem.
Yes, budget crisis. And now the plot is like this super outlandish
that's not
idea.
Like their job. Like from the interviews I've heard, it's just like they're becoming the new police of this town because there was like a border dispute. But like then you're just the police. You're still just the police. That's not their.
Yeah,
all of the jokes in the trailer hinge on the Canadian-American border. Like it's the basis of all the jokes, where the jokes aren't just organic, like a budget. There weren't budget crisis specific jokes in the first one. They were just funny jokes. Now, all the jokes are border in the preview. That's why I think it looks pretty terrible.
The joke that made me cringe, and they show it in every fucking trailer. It was like, oh, what's wrong, officers, or should I say meowties? I'm like, oh. Good Christ, guys. It's calling back to the first movie of a lame joke and making it into like compounding on the new lame joke of them being Mounties. If you got to get up dressed up in a costume when you're already like acting as someone else, it's just fucking weird.
Yep. I think it looks all gimmicky.
But I'm excited to see.
I'm holding out hope. I think the trailers could just be showing all the hokey jokes because trailers always do that. They show like.
I feel like trailers try to show you the best parts.
Not all. I feel like they show you the most cinematic parts, not the best parts.
Well, I'm excited to see what we're saying when we review it in a couple days, because I hope maybe I'll just count my laughs.
Yeah,
and I'll try to go in. I'll try to clean slate it as best as I can.
All right, laugh tracker. Okay. All right. Another movie coming out is Disney's Dolphins, and no one's seen this. I don't give a shit about it.
I didn't think this was real.
I put it on the list just because the Google like a synopsis of it was a young dolphin can't decide if it's time to grow up or give into its silly side.
Okay. I watched
That's
the trailer.
That's the only reason why I put it in there.
I watched the trailer and I just wrote down, why did we include this?
Yeah, no, it was just because of the description. Killed me.
Cool. Let's move on.
Yes.
No. I think we need to spend like just as long as we spent on the rest of the episode just on dolphins.
Nope. No, it's a fish.
We should review it.
Ugh. Nope. So next one is I Feel Pretty, Amy Schumer's newest disaster that I won't see.
Can you read that?
No.
Yeah.
Hard no.
Hard pass.
Hard pass. Amy Schumer in a body switch movie where she doesn't actually switch bodies, she just gets more confident. And then the whole movie is Amy Schumer, who's ugly, acting like she's pretty. And the whole joke is that, no, she's actually ugly. Amy, what are you doing to yourself?
Yeah, it's a shitty version of Shallow Hal.
It's just like Shallow Hal, but it doesn't have Jack Black to carry it.
Like it's gonna try and make this
not good, but Jack Black, watch a minute.
At the last 10 minutes of this movie is gonna be this life lesson that, man, it's not about your beauty, it's just about your confidence. But the whole 90% of the movie before are gonna be jokes making fun of ugly people. So like this whole movie is going to be making fun of ugly people and laughing at them and laughing at someone who's ugly but confident. Like the whole movie is, oh, she feels pretty, but she's not. Ha ha ha. How funny is that? And then the end is, doesn't matter how you look. It matters how you feel. No, wait, but you just made a whole movie of people making fun of how you look, even though you felt confident. You're completely contradicting the message you're trying to send with this movie. It's terrible. And like, doesn't look funny and looks bad and a bad message. It looks so bad.
You know what though? If they like flip that on its head and at the end she like goes back to realizing what she looks like and they just shit on her and make her depressed at the end, I'm all in on the movie then.
Yeah, that's definitely what they're gonna do, Dave.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's how it's gonna pan out.
I'm trying to play devil's advocate here. We don't know.
No, that looks like a piece of shit. And
it does look bad. We all agree on something looking shitty and move on.
All right. Going forward, when we do these, I'm going to try not to end on a note of shit movie. Well, but unfortunately, that's what we're going to do this week.
Yeah.
Oh well, whatever.
Enjoy your weekend.
Yeah. So
check out our episode next week reviewing Super Troopers 2.
Negatory. Okay, so timeline's a little mixed up. So you're going to hear this on the April 20th, and coming up Monday, you're going to hear our review of Chappaquiddick.
That's right.
Damn right. It's going to be great. Chappaquiddick, kid.
All right. Cool.
Thanks for listening, and check out our Six Pack Cinema on Instagram, on Twitter, the whole 9 yards. We're around. Find us. Download, subscribe, like, all that business. Thanks, guys.
Goodbye.
All right. Bye.